Good morning, my lovelies. I love it when Source starts speaking to me when I'm still in my moo and just literally woke up. Okay, we've got a very intense channeled message, and my shuffle led us straight to the Ace of Wands and the Six of Wands and the Six of Swords. So somebody is moving on up, moving on out. Okay, Anthony's song by Billy Joel just started playing in my head, so I'm hearing tires screeching. Somebody's quite literally about to be speeding into a new life. With that, though, we don't need to leave chaos in our wake. So this is a period to get a solid routine down, get structured down where you're at now. Find gratitude for where you're at now, because gratitude, acceptance, and patience for where you're at now is what's going to give you that solid flow so you don't burn out and fishtail and hit a wall when you get into your new life, okay? Something about race cars. I'm now seeing the movie Cars in my head, okay? The channeled messages have been insane. Whenever I take a few days off and then I just let it hit, boom, happens all at once, okay? With this, I'm also hearing the song Congratulations by Post Malone in my head, but specifically the line where he says, how could I make sense when I got millions on my mind? Like, I feel like your whole life, you've always known, 1, 2, 3 on the timer, that you were meant for more. You were meant to go somewhere else. You were meant to leave this burden, this barren land behind, that you were meant for this. You were meant for so much more. I'm seeing, okay, the letter M could be important. I'm seeing Moana and Moses. I'm like seeing how like the obstacles are still going to be there, okay? But you've always had this calling. It's time to answer the call, and it's time to be a leader. Okay, it is time to be a leader. Things are shifting in this world, okay? There is a call for new leaders, a new kind of leader to be stepping up and answering that call to lead others towards healing, towards true, like, surrender and redemption. That's what we were talking about, surrender and redemption to their highest selves, okay? To tap into their souls, to leave behind the fear and the burdens and the mind ache of listening to the doubts. 222 on the timer. You are here to change the world. The Wheel of Fortune. You are literally, like, I'm seeing this is confirmation of the 234 on the timer. The reading I did the other day where I'm seeing, like, I'm saying by January 1st, 2025, you are going to be making millions, okay? Because you have unlocked the Wheel of Fortune. All of the fortune that your lineage has not been able to access because they couldn't break the emotional chains of lack, you did, and now you get all of it. All of it, because you tapped into your inner child. You tapped into your lineage. You looked at the shadows that came from the homes in which you were raised in, and you changed it. You said, this can't be right. There's got to be so much more than this. You tapped into your inner strength, and you found that there was passion and power and beauty in all of your anger and your rage and your devotion to yourself and these dreams, okay? Just 3, 2, 1 on the timer. Just like Moana, just like Moses, it wasn't a dream. It was real. There are going to be obstacles, yes, but they will help you find a way through. 333 on the timer. They will make a way through for you. Okay? They will bring you your justice, your divine justice. This is about to be you sitting on your throne. I feel like this is 345 on the timer. This is all of the wisdom that you have gained through the hardships in your life. But this is the childlike innocence and purity and grace and divinity that you hold and show for others. This is your sword of truth, and although it is mighty and it is strong, you only use it when it is absolutely necessary to lead others to the abundance that you know that they could have. You are the balance of the scales. I'm getting heavy Libra energy here, okay? Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, because, like, could also be your Mars, because, like, how you love and how you fight, like, woo, but also a lot of fire sign here, okay? Like, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, like, this is powerful energy. But I'm also getting, okay, Taurus and Virgo energy, because this is very stubborn energy. 432 on the timer. Ooh, okay. I feel like you're feeling very stuck right now. And, like, even though you're so passionate about this, like, you're feeling like there's something, 444 on the timer, like, there's something that you're not quite seeing, or, like, no, that's what it is. Okay, you're being guided to get out of the I literally wrote, get out of Wonderland, take action. Okay, 4, 5, 6 on the timer. You need to start taking the action steps. Especially, I just looked over at my Divine Masculine on my message deck, who apparently can't resist you. And I looked up at my vision board right there, where there's those little lovers. So I'm kind of feeling like it's like a mirror, okay? 515 on the timer as I say that. It's like, if you're in some sort of romantic or spiritual or soulmate connection, especially with the 6 of Cups coming out here, it would confirm that, okay? But you feel like you're just stuck in this connection or towards this passion project, whatever it is that you're going after, whether this is love or career or both. I'm feeling as though you're being guided to, like, literally get out of Wonderland, get a routine, and get this structured, okay? Stop doom scrolling, 5, 4, 3 on the timer. Which is worse, the pain of discipline or the pain of regret? And not achieving the things that you know that you can freaking achieve. And you could get there so much faster than you actually think. Okay, you got the Chariot as one of the first cards. 5, 5, 5 on the timer. This is not some big grandiose changes that you need to make. It's just a little bitty shifts, okay? All you have to do is get this settled, because I feel like I'm literally seeing somebody like pouring a new foundation for like a new home, like right now, okay? But we've got fall approaching, but that means that you've got to get patient with this, because there's gonna be setbacks, there's gonna be storms, there's gonna be moments where the weather is not gonna agree with your freaking plans, okay? But it's all going to get there in divine timing, and that house, that foundation is gonna turn out 10 times better because you had the patience and the understanding to know that things happen, okay? Release the self-sabotage. Stop focusing so hard on what's not working and focus on what is working, okay? Release the ego. I'm getting heavy, like, really needing to like tap into like a good morning routine that like fills up all 3 areas of your life, like spiritually, physically, and emotionally. Okay, validating yourself, 654 in all areas, so that you can like actually feel good when you start your day. Okay, do some yoga, physically move the energy out of your body, journal out your big ugly feelings or your gratitudes for the day. Eat something, please. And drink some water, okay? Because this is not easy. This is not easy by any means, but you can do this, okay? You've just got to stop avoiding it. 717 on the timer, okay? Because on the other side of not avoiding this, you have a very, very passionate masculine coming in towards you. I feel, who's also, whoa! I think you've got more than one masculine coming in towards you. My feminine, oh my goodness. Okay, King of Wands, Pentacles, and Swords here towards the Queen of Swords. Okay, I feel like that's what's going on here, is like there's a feminine here who knows she's in like a divine connection with one specific masculine, but she's got offers coming in on the table, and that's what she's like almost afraid to make an indecision about, or like indecisive about. Again, heavy Libra energy. Okay, with the World, the Fool, the 9 of Pentacles, and the 5 of Swords, yeah, you're living in your head wondering if, like, the devilish, like if the toxic relationships are, like, coming back, or, like, you're afraid to choose the toxic one. Like, you're afraid that you can't trust yourself to choose the right one. You can. You can. Sit on this. Sit on it for a little bit. Choose yourself. Choose the one that brings you in the most abundance, okay? Choose the one that brings in and matches you where you're at. If this is where you're at, you need somebody that matches you where you're at and then some, okay? You don't need somebody that's going to come in and take from you or drain from you in any single way, okay? I want to see if we can get some guidance on that, okay? Okay. I feel like you're specifically being guided to choose the one that lights your heart on fire rather than the material objects. I feel like this, yeah, because this masculine that's been wearing a mask and kind of locked himself out in the cold because maybe he didn't feel good enough for you, is ready to come back in and make you a lifetime commitment. He's chosen you. He knows that it's you. Okay, he's ready to settle down and like build that foundation with you, to help you cover it up when the storms come in, to fight for you and to settle down with you. Stay in your receiving. Know that this is coming in. Know that you deserve this because you have done the emotional work and this is coming in sooner than you think. He's coming in to communicate and confess this, okay? I just heard 777, looked over at the keeping notes, can't resist. Divine Masculine is about to pop up because he absolutely needs your love and is ready to be vulnerable and tell you all of these things, okay? If you'd like to book a personal, more accurate reading, the link is in my bio. I love you guys so much. Have an amazing day.